Hello loves, and welcome back to Life with Chekesha. It is your girl, and if you read the title of today's video, you already know what it is. It's what? Say it with me. Winedown Wednesday. Yes. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing something that I think will be perfect with the New Year's Eve and New Year's celebrations. So if you want to see which wine I picked today, keep watching. Love. So before we get into today's video, if this is your first time tuning in, why don't you do me a big favor and drop me a wine glass in the comments box. That way I know that you're new. And if you are a returning subscriber, go ahead and drop me 1, 2, 3 wine glasses. That way I know that you have been rocking with me for a while. And while you're dropping wine glasses and all that stuff, if you have not already done so, do me a favor and click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. All right, love. So a couple of things before we get into today's video. The boy is home. So if you hear a man's voice, that's the boy, not my husband and not another man. He is a whole grown teenager, taller than me now. So if you hear his voice, that's because he's with us. So now that I got that out the way, other thing is I do have my aligners in. So if my words sound a little crazy, that's what it is. And then the other thing is I want to thank you guys that have watched the Wine Miss videos. I enjoyed doing those videos and I can't wait until next year to try them again. And I feel like it should be another kind of wine holiday where we do those things. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's wine video. All right, so today's wine is a Prosecco and it is Albino Armani Prosecco, and I am super excited about trying this wine with you all today. And I know you're like, why are you calling it wine? It's Prosecco, because that's what Prosecco is white sparkling wine. So anyway, so before I get into a little bit of wine knowledge, I tried this wine a couple of Saturdays ago when I got off from work. When I get off in time, I like to go to Total Wine because they always do the wine tastings, and it gives me the opportunity to try different things without having to spend the coins on them, okay? So my guy Alan was like, this is a really good one. I always trust his judgment. And even though it says that it's extra dry, I was pleasantly surprised. Like the dryness, it didn't make my mouth feel dry. It didn't give me that overly acidic feeling that a lot of drier wines give you. It had a nice balance, and I really felt like it's a good standalone wine. And what do I mean by standalone? So when I say that, basically means that you can just drink it. Just drink it. You don't have to have it with a meal. You don't have to mix it with anything. Just drink it. Sip on it. Enjoy it. So I thought that would be a really good addition to my wine collection because I'm trying to, build the things that I like to have on a regular basis. So anyway, so I decided since New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebrations, everybody's popping bottles and stuff, that this would be a nice option for you all, for those that don't want to spend champagne money, for those that want something that they can drink by itself and then maybe the next day make a mimosa out of it so they won't waste the wine. This would be a really, really great option outside of the ones that we traditionally get, like I think, what is it, Lamarck or something like that. I know that's everybody's go-to, in Verdi. Like those are the go-tos that a lot of people go to. So this particular Prosecco, well, all Proseccos are from Italy. They are the producers of Prosecco or white sparkling wine. And some of the differences between that and champagne is made in France, and then they normally use a variety of grapes. I think the combination is normally like Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. They may use them together or separately. I'm not sure about the Chardonnay, but I do know they use Pinot Noir grapes. But with the Prosecco, they only use a Prosecco grape, and I'll leave the actual technical name of the grape on the screen somewhere. But I really liked it, and I really wanted to try it with you all. And also, like I said, just to give y'all an option of something different besides just your go-tos. So let's go ahead and get this bottle open so we can go ahead and sip it together. So I have opened up the wine, and one thing that I want to show you, I do know you probably saw me put this champagne stopper, and this is such a good investment. I do have this listed in my Amazon storefront under For the Love of Wine. I think that's the name of the category, but I'm pretty sure you can get it anywhere where they sell champagne. But I like it because it fits just like the cork would fit, and it keeps the bubbles in. That way, if you're like me, I'm the only one in my household that sips on wine. I don't have to feel like I have to hurry up and drink it, you know, tonight or at least within the next 48 hours. I can preserve it a little bit longer because of this stopper. And I'm going to open it up for you just so you can kind of see. And you heard the pop. So I'm holding it upside down. And I don't know why my camera is acting funny, but so this thing right here is what goes inside, and when you push down on the bottle, okay, let's try this again. So when you put it inside the bottle, this pushes down. It's like a piece. See? So that pushes down to suction in all the bubbles to keep the bubbles from getting flat super fast. And then you clasp these down on the side as if it's just like the brackets that, well, the cage that's wrapped around the Prosecco bottle when you open it. So I am using a coupe glass, in which this glass right here, it's beautiful, but I think it's best to use this glass if you're at like a sit down event, because it's no protection if you bump too hard. Champagne, Prosecco is all over the place. But I thought it was a nice festive glass to drink out of, since this will be the last Winedown Wednesday video for 2021. But this coupe glass is good for cocktails. But again, it's preferably, in my opinion, not the best glass to drink out of, especially if you are dancing with somebody. Too much rocking. It's going to rock all over. So if you're going to be partying, drinking these type of cocktails or drinks, you want to do more like of a champagne flute or an all-purpose wine glass. So I can't swirl it, but you can swirl champagnes or Proseccos. They're not going to overly bubble up, and you know how you shake a soda, it won't do that, but you can swirl it to open up the smells. But we're just going to go straight in and smell it. Okay, so right off the bat, it smells really fresh and crisp. And in my young experience, normally it's some type of fresh floral or something like that. I'm also getting like notes of either like a green apple or underripe pear. It smells really crisp. And before we sip, let's get into the bubbles. Just look at these bubbles. Let me see. Can you see these bubbles? My camera is doing the weirdest thing, I tell you, like, but look how those little tiny bubbles just are doing its thing. I'm trying to adjust the, can you see the bubbles? It's not doing what I wanted to do. Come on, camera. Let's see. my camera's not doing what it wants to do, but the bubbles are just still just going. So let's go ahead and sip it. Definitely that underripe pear or that green apple. Again, it's not super dry, but I do feel like the little acidity that hits the back of my palate. Not too, it doesn't give me that pucker, but it gives me like the little bit of watery, you know how you drink something a little sour or tart, you get a little watery, mouth get a little watery. That's what I'm getting from that. So let's go ahead and look at the back of this, because typically I've been trying to save reading it until I taste it so I can see if I have pointed out some of the notes that are in the wine. So this says that it is fresh. It has vibrant, tiny bubbles, which I guess you saw. I don't know. My camera is acting real shady. It has notes of white florals. I said that, some type of floral. It has pears and peaches. Okay, your girl is getting good. Okay. And let's see. Yep, so that's about it. So this has about a alcohol content of 11%. So you aren't going to get super tipsy. You probably get a little burpy because of the bubbles. Those little tiny bubbles is just like constant. It almost makes me feel like I'm drinking, not taste wise, but you know when you drink a ginger ale, you automatically like, that's how I feel. But it's really tasty. I will say what, with the dryness, and when I say dryness, I'm not trying to deter you. I feel like with the dryness and the peach and pear taste, doing like an orange juice, if you decided to do a mimosa, may be a little too heavy. I just feel like orange juice can be heavy, and with this, it's so light. You want to do maybe like a pineapple, a mango, something that's more fruit forward and that doesn't have a lot of acidity. Like orange juice has a lot of acidity, and I feel like when you are making mimosas, you don't want to take away from the star of the show, which is the Prosecco, champagne, sparkling wine, whatever it is you're drinking. But I really think you should do something a little bit lighter in regards to the fruit. But this is really good, and I would definitely say go pick it up. I got it from Total Wine. It was on sale. I'll try to see if I can go to TotalWine.com and see what the price is. So I can give you the price point. But I think it's a good buy to get, to have, to celebrate with, whether it's New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, birthday, holiday, whatever it is. I think this is a really good pickup to have as a part of your wine catalog. Okay. All right, love. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go out and get this, or if you already have it or have tried it, let me know in the comments what you think, whether it's a keeper or not so much. Because again, everybody's palate is different. Everybody likes what they like. Some people like to experiment and try, and then other people are just like, no way, I like what I like. But this is what this part of this channel is for. Winedown Wednesday is for me to try what I like and to let you know why I like it, to maybe spark your interest to at least try it at least one time. You know, it doesn't hurt. So anyway, so before I go, if you have any questions about today's video, or if you have any suggestions of wines that you would like me to review on this channel, drop a comment below. And as well, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a big old thumbs up. And as well, if you have not already done so at this point, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. And listen, this is our last Winedown Wednesday of 2022. I hope you have enjoyed this series being added on to the channel. It's not going nowhere anytime soon. So again, if you have something that you want me to try, let me know. I'm always willing to try something different to give you my opinion. And remember, each time you pour a glass, remember that wine is an experience in a glass. It's not just a bottle. It's just not a label. It's not just about who's making the wine and who's pouring the wine. It's the experience that you get once you take each sip. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, loves, cheers.